thank you for joining us. Thank you for participating on this challenge. Samantha coming back for a third year. So that is actually one of my first questions. This is your third year participating in the 48-hour film challenge. What is that like? How have you grown from last year, from the first year? What was your experience like?
Oh my God, I learned so much each time. It's stressful, but I think this year around compared to the other two was like much less stressful because the team that I had. Um, Sanji was one of the producers as well as one of the actors, and she really held it down for the team as well, which I'm so grateful for. And we had a lot of people on the crew that really, followed through with their roles. So it was like solid in that way. So I think this year I learned for the next year to kind of have something like this that I had this year.
Nah, for sure. Nah, it was great. I mean, this is my second year participating. This is my first year participating besides being an actor, doing another role. So it was really exciting for me to dip my toes in the producer waters for the film. And I'm glad that Sam trusted me and that the team trusted me to help out and to, at the end of the day, it was just a team effort. And I feel like everyone was super amazing and super collaborative and really helpful. It was stressful for sure. 48-hour film festival. I mean, film challenge. Sorry, the film festival. Definitely challenging and definitely stressful, but so worth it with this team.
Thank you for
Awesome.
sharing.
Congratulations on making that film. So happy and super happy that you guys got to participate this year. It's funny that you mentioned that you had a large team. That was the next question that we had for you. What was your experience like working with such a large team and doing that in such a short amount of time in 48 hours?
It was actually interesting before like the challenge started trying to find people. Uh, I made this like chat with artists. So I kind of like asked them, is there anybody here that wants to do it? And there was like 10 people that I was like, yeah. So like automatically it was like, oh, now I have 10 people. I thought it was gonna be like 5, but then it started growing from there. And I was excited because I don't usually do that, like work with a lot of people like that for the challenge. Um, I think the second year I did it alone and or with one person, and then the first year was with one person as well on the crew. So it was like, you know, it felt like that weight was lifted off because I was like, okay, now I could give everybody a role, and I don't have to be the person that's doing everything, and at least have an editor, or someone else that could take it over, a DP. So that was interesting, and exciting because I want that to happen again for the following year.
Right. If I can add to that, to piggyback off Sam, I feel like a lot of times when it comes to productions, too many cooks in the kitchen is a bad thing. But in this situation, that wasn't the case at all. Like everyone stuck to their role. Like if you were directing, you were directing. If you were producing, you were producing. And
Yeah, and nobody really overstepped their boundaries. Everyone was like, "Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm gonna stick to doing." So that was nice too.
That is beautiful. And now you know who you work well with. And I'm excited if hopefully you work together again for the next year's challenge.
we made some like lifelong friendships, and we learned a lot from each other and made some friendships along the way.
Yeah.
So if it hadn't been for a 48-hour film challenge that BX Film 48 hosted, then maybe that wouldn't have happened for us, Not now anyway.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that happened. Not only just like film partners, but like actual like strong friendships. That's solid.
Yeah, anything you wanna advise or anything you wanna like still share with the audience after watching your film?
Yeah, I think it's important that the Bronx has something like this because uh, there's so many Bronx filmmakers that look for opportunities like this to connect with other. I mean, then not everyone is a Bronx filmmaker on this, but it's just like an incredible opportunity for um, people to create something together and have something where they can network in a quick amount of time, but also challenge themselves and continue to be creative. It's a challenge for a reason because it's only for 2 days, but the end product is something that you're proud of at the end, because you're proud at the fact that you created something in that short amount of time. I'm really proud of all of you for making something like this, because it's so needed, you know?
Word. I couldn't agree more with Sam. And I just want to add, like, for anyone who's nervous about joining a film challenge like this is the place to start. Like, regardless of your experience, I came into the film challenge last year with not a lick of experience when it comes to filmmaking. And like the opportunity that I got to see like basically professionals that look like me, that come from where I come from, do this amazing challenge and like make this amazing art is super inspiring. And the same thing with this year, working with someone like Sam, working with someone like Zainin and the rest of my colleagues. You know, I have sometimes imposter syndrome and I'm like, I don't got it like you guys got it, but they all like made me rest assured that I could do this and that, you know, I was a good asset for the team. And this is what a challenge like this brings to the forefront for someone like me, a Bronxite, someone who just wants to like grow in filmmaking. And I really, really recommend anyone out there in the Bronx to do this challenge at least once in your life. Stress yourself out for just 48 hours with people that are great and do it.
Thank you, Sanji. Thank you, Sam.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for your time, and I'll see you Friday.
Yes. See you Friday.